Ever gaze in wonder at vibrant, flourishing gardens and ponder their secret? It's simpler than you might think. The secret lies in companion planting. This age-old strategy has plants working together, boosting each other's growth and keeping pests away naturally. Imagine your garden not as a battlefield but as a harmonious community where each plant plays a vital role. Struggling plants can become thriving ones with the right neighbors. Ready to unlock the benefits of companion planting? Let's dive in. First things first. What exactly is companion planting? Well, it's a gardening method that pairs plants together for mutual benefit. It's a bit like setting up a blind date between your vegetables, fruits, and flowers, but instead of hoping for romance, you're aiming for a healthier, more productive garden. Imagine marigolds with tomatoes. The bright, cheery marigolds not only add aesthetic value but also deter pests that love to snack on tomato plants. Or consider carrots with onions. The strong aroma of onions helps to mask the scent of carrots, keeping annoying carrot flies at bay. These are just a couple of examples of how companion planting works. The goal is to create a harmonious ecosystem where plants support each other, enhancing growth and reducing the need for chemical interventions. With the right companions, your garden can thrive like never before. But why should you consider companion planting? The benefits are plentiful. First off, companion planting can significantly enhance plant health. When plants are grown together, they can offer each other vital nutrients and support. For instance, beans can fix nitrogen in the soil, which is beneficial for plants like corn that require high nitrogen levels. This symbiotic relationship between plants can lead to stronger, healthier growth. Secondly, companion planting can lead to higher yields. When plants are paired strategically, they can help each other grow more efficiently. For example, tall plants like sunflowers can provide shade for smaller, sun-sensitive plants, allowing them to thrive even in the heat of summer. This can lead to a more bountiful harvest in your garden. Natural pest control is another major benefit of companion planting. Some plants can deter pests that would otherwise harm their companions. Take marigolds for example. They deter nematodes, tiny, soil-dwelling pests that can damage a variety of plants. By planting marigolds alongside these vulnerable plants, you can reduce pest populations without resorting to harsh chemical pesticides. Next, companion planting can improve soil quality. Certain plants, like legumes, can fix nitrogen in the soil, improving its fertility. Others, like deep-rooted plants, can bring up nutrients from deep within the soil, benefiting their shallow-rooted companions. Over time, these interactions can lead to richer, healthier soil. And lastly, companion planting can enhance the beauty of your garden. By planting a variety of plants together, you can create a visually appealing mix of colors, textures, and heights. It's not just about functionality, it's about creating a garden that's pleasing to the eye. In addition to these benefits, companion planting also promotes biodiversity, which is crucial for a healthy ecosystem. It encourages a variety of plant species, which in turn attracts a diversity of insects, birds, and other wildlife. It's a simple way to contribute to the health of our planet. From increased plant health to improved soil quality, companion planting is a win-win. Convinced yet? Great! Now how do you implement companion planting? You might be thinking it's a complex process, but not to worry, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. First, it's all about planning. Before you start digging, take a good look at your garden. Picture where you'd like each plant to go. Remember, the idea is to have plants that can support each other. A simple rule is to pair a heavy feeder with a light feeder. For instance, consider placing a nitrogen-hungry plant like corn near a nitrogen-rich plant like beans. Second, comes the measurement. Distance plays a crucial role in companion planting. You don't want your plants to be too close that they fight for nutrients, or too far that they can't benefit from each other. A good rule of thumb is to maintain a distance of about 1 to 2 feet between larger plants, and 6 to 12 inches for smaller ones. Now we're on to the third step, the actual planting. Start by preparing your soil. Make sure it's well-tilled and free of any weeds or debris. Once that's done, begin planting your chosen companions. When planting, think about the mature size of the plants and adjust your planting distances accordingly. And there you have it. That's the basic process of implementing companion planting. But remember, it's not a strict science. Companion planting is more of an art that you'll perfect over time. Some combinations will work better than others, and that's okay. It's all about observing, learning, and adjusting. But wait, there's more. Companion planting doesn't just stop at the soil level, you can also consider vertical companion planting. This is where you use the vertical space in your garden to grow plants that enjoy similar conditions. For example, Grow a vine like cucumbers beneath sun-loving plants like sunflowers. This way, you're making the most out of your garden space. Let's not forget about the timing either. Planting companions at the same time might not always be the best idea. Some plants might need a head start before their companions join them. With these steps, you're well on your way to a healthier garden. Don't just take our word for it, let's hear from those who've seen the benefits of companion planting firsthand. Meet Lucy, a gardener from Oregon. She was skeptical at first, but after pairing her tomatoes with basil, her harvest doubled. The aroma of basil, it seems, had kept the pests away. Lucy's garden has never looked healthier. Then there's Sam from Florida. He planted marigolds alongside his beans, and guess what? The marigolds attracted beneficial insects that kept the aphids at bay. His bean plants thrived, and he didn't have to use a single drop of pesticide. And let's not forget about Emma from Texas. Her corn, beans, and squash, planted together in the traditional Three Sisters method, flourished. The corn provided a structure for the beans to climb, the beans fixed nitrogen into the soil, and the squash acted as a living mulch. As you can see, the results speak for themselves. Before you grab your gardening gloves, let's talk about some common mistakes to avoid. Companion planting is a delicate dance, and as with any dance, missteps can happen. The most common one? Overcrowding your plants. It's essential to give your plants enough room to grow and breathe. Planting them too close together can result in competition for nutrients, water, and sunlight. Next, choosing the wrong plant pairs can lead to disaster. Just like in real life, not all plants get along. Some combinations can actually hinder each other's growth. For example, planting a tomato next to a potato might seem like a good idea, but it's not. These two are enemies in the plant world, as they can attract similar pests. Lastly, remember that patience is key. Companion planting is not a quick fix. It takes time for the relationships between plants to develop and for the benefits to become apparent. By avoiding these mistakes, you'll set yourself up for success. For our seasoned gardeners, we've got some advanced tips just for you. Let's delve into the concept of companion planting for pest control. It's a fascinating strategy where you can use certain herbs and flowers to your advantage. Firstly, consider planting herbs like basil, dill, or coriander. These aromatic plants are known to deter pests while attracting beneficial insects. They not only protect your precious vegetables, but also add a delightful fragrance to your garden. Next, consider the power of flowers. Marigolds, for instance, are a gardener's best friend. These vibrant blooms are not just eye candy. They secrete a substance that deters nematodes, those pesky microscopic worms that attack the roots of plants. On the other hand, sunflowers are excellent protectors of cucumbers. Their tall, sturdy stems provide a shield against cucumber beetles, a common pest that can cause extensive damage. Then there's the beauty of the chrysanthemum. This flower contains a natural insecticide that can control a variety of pests, from aphids to beetles. It's an all-around defender that's as lethal as it is lovely. And let's not forget nasturtiums. These vibrant flowers are a magnet for aphids, drawing them away from your other plants. It's a clever diversion that works wonders. These are just a few of the many options available. The key is to experiment and find out what works best in your garden. Remember, companion planting is as much an art as it is a science. With these expert tips, your garden will be the envy of the neighborhood. That's a wrap on our guide to companion planting. We've explored the magic of this natural technique, showing you how it can transform your garden into a flourishing, vibrant haven. Now, it's over to you. Consider the plants in your green space. Which could benefit from a companion? With the right pairings, you could increase your yield, naturally deter pests, and even enhance the quality of your soil. Remember, every like, comment, and subscription helps us bring you more gardening wisdom. We're here to support your journey, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts or ask any questions. We encourage you to try companion planting. Experiment with different plant pairings and see what works best in your garden's unique ecosystem. And of course, share your progress with us. We'd love to hear about your successes, and even the lessons learned from any challenges you encounter. So, are you ready to give your garden a boost with companion planting? We can't wait to see your results.